Are you a female leader working 3 times as hard as everyone else for a fraction of the recognition, the opportunities, and the compensation you deserve? Do you feel undervalued, underutilized, or worse, invisible? Is your success coming at the cost of your relationships, your health, your confidence? If you have said yes to any one of these things, I want you to stop. Go grab a notepad, put your notifications to do not disturb for the next 9 minutes, and let me teach you the 5 systems that are essential to build a successful career that actually works for you. My name is Dr. Alessandra Wall. I'm an executive coach, a clinical psychologist, and a consultant, and I'm the founder of Noteworthy, where we specialize in helping smart, ambitious women reach their goals without sacrificing everything else in their lives. Over the past 15 years, I've worked with hundreds of smart, driven professional women, leaders in fast-paced, high-stake industries in STEM and finance to build impactful careers that were also deeply satisfying. And we've been able to do this leveraging the 5 systems of our impact and influence method. And that's what I'd like to teach you today. So the first step to having a career that is both extremely successful and deeply satisfying is building clarity and focus. And that's the role of your impact system. Most successful women have what I like to call reactive careers. That means that your professional path hasn't so much been dictated by careful choice as it's been influenced by the opportunities that have presented themselves throughout your career. This can lead you to make decisions that on paper look great, but aren't necessarily right for you. So 15 or 20 years down the road, what you might find is you feel a little lost or stuck. During the pandemic, about 1/3 of women changed their jobs, and another third were considering changing their jobs within the next 12 months. This happened because when women were finally given the chance to stop and compare their work-life reality to their needs and their dreams, they realized there was this massive disconnect. At Noteworthy, we solved this disconnect through our impact system, which allows you to reevaluate what matters to you so you can stop wasting time and energy on choices that are not right for you and start making better, more strategic, and more impactful decisions. A great example of this is my client, Rachel, a finance executive who, after 2 decades at the same big investment firm, was looking to make a final career change. The thought of making the wrong choice was paralyzing, but the efforts of looking into every single opportunity would have been exhausting for Rachel. So instead, we used the impact system to get clarity on what fulfilled her right now professionally, to evaluate how she wanted to spend her time outside of work, and define what success meant to her at this stage in her life. The result is that in less than 6 months, Rachel was able to position herself as the CEO of a $2.8 billion donor-advised fund, and she'll be able to end her career with a high-impact role that's going to allow her to leave a legacy. Your next system is your recognition system. This system is designed to help you articulate, own, and position your value so that you build visibility. By the time you reach mid-career, working harder, always being a team player, showing up as the office Wonder Woman or nice girl, those things might be valued, but they're absolutely not what's going to get you those once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. More than technical competence, more than results, more than leadership skills, research is telling us that visibility is the most important factor for advancement. When you finally understand how to own, powerfully articulate, and share your value without feeling boastful, without feeling uncomfortable, you're going to start positioning yourself as an expert, and others are going to recognize, seek, and promote you for the roles that you belong in. My client, Jess, benefited from this. Jess was stuck in a mid-level career for a long time, just waiting to get promoted to an executive leadership role. But like many women, Jess is uncomfortable sharing her value. She just didn't know how to position herself compellingly. So she wasn't being considered when the opportunities that she wanted were presenting themselves. That all changed once she used our visibility system. Jess was able to land the executive role and get a 15% salary increase in just a few months. The third system you're going to want to develop to have a career that's both deeply satisfying and incredibly successful is your authority system. Listen, for a variety of reasons that range from imposter syndrome all the way to plain old stereotypes or bias, too many smart, talented women second guess themselves. Or maybe you've been undermined. Whatever's happening, you're showing up less powerfully than your role requires. The authority system is there to help you overcome self-limiting beliefs, to help you challenge both internal and external roadblocks, and to grow your executive presence so that you can feel confident, master difficult conversations, raise your hand when those big opportunities that are both really exciting and a little scary show up. Basically, so that you can step in with your full authority as an executive leader. Take my client, Paula. Paula was one of the most senior, highly educated, and impactful members of her executive leadership team. She was also the most underpaid, and she was the workhorse, just picking up the slack for everyone else, especially her boss. Now, she'd accepted this for years because she didn't feel confident in her ability to stand up for herself or to handle the inevitable pushback once she did. Working through our authority system, not only was Paula able to ask and obtain a $40,000 raise, she started setting boundaries with her boss, spent more time doing what she wanted, and eventually was asked to take over for her boss when it was clear that without her, the work just wasn't getting done. After authority comes network and social capital. This is your power system. The further you go in your career, the more you are going to rely on the support, social capital, and sponsorship of your professional network. If you have an impeccable track record, but you're not accessing the projects, the roles, and the promotions you deserve, it's probably because you either don't know the right people or they don't know about you. You see, sponsorship is essential to get women into senior leadership positions. Now, to gain sponsorship, you're going to first need to build a strategic social capital plan. Then you want to develop an effective and sustainable system to nurture those relationships. Finally, you have to learn to get comfortable with asking for the support that you want and need. The power system does all that, and it empowers you with a network that rivals the good old boys club and opens just as many doors. My client Mila really benefited from this work. When I first met her, she had spent 2 years looking for a new job with absolutely no success. Using the power system tools, strategies, and skills, she landed the perfect role with the title promotion, and she doubled her salary in under 6 months. Today, Mila continues leveraging this system to build key relationships and to grow her influence across her organization all the way up to her CEO. Last but not least is your freedom system. What is the point in reaching the top if you've had to sacrifice more than it's worth to get there? Most women leaders I speak to work more than 40 hours a week and spend every waking and many of your sleeping hours just thinking about work. Time with your loved ones, friendships, your health, those things are easy to put on the back burner while you strive to reach your professional dreams and goals. Success that comes at the cost of burnout or too big a sacrifice just really isn't success. Did you know that according to a Deloitte study, 80% of professionals agree that burnout negatively impacts their personal relationships and the quality of their work? This is why the Freedom System was developed. It's a system that focuses on proven, highly effective strategies to help you build better boundaries, prioritize your needs without guilt, build effective self-care practices, and grow your delegation skills so that you can reclaim your time as your own and have the freedom to spend it as you see fit. My client, Mandy, is a perfect example of what happens when you build more freedom in your life. She's an executive in the hospitality event business, and she's the top earner for her region. But when Mandy came to me, she was suffering from panic attacks. She was working all the time, and she was overwhelmed. With the help of the Freedom System, however, Mandy was able to set boundaries and create processes to support her success, all the while working less. With that extra time, she was able to get her health under control, to spend more time with her spouse and her friends. She wrote a book, she built a secondary business, and she launched a podcast. Impact, recognition, authority, power, freedom. These are the foundations of our impact and influence method, and they're the next level skills that you are going to need to build a career that matches your ambition. If you're ready to build a wildly successful career and one that is deeply satisfying, one that actually works for you, I want you to click on the button below to schedule your free strategy call. I, for one, cannot wait to meet you.